Welcome to Charter California Edition. My name is Brad Pomerance. It's my honor to introduce you to, if you don't know her, Hilda Solis. She has had such a remarkable journey in politics in the San Gabriel Valley, in California, and in Washington, D.C. In 1985, she was elected to the Rio Hondo Community College District. In 2009, she was named Secretary of Labor for the United States of America. What a journey. What a journey. You've come home. Yes. You are now running for the Board of Supervisors in Los Angeles County. Could you take us back, if you can, Secretary, about your journey from the Rio Hondo Community College District all the way to Secretary of Labor?
It took about a good 25 years.
It did, literally.
And it really took a lot of hard work and really talking and speaking with the community and really trying to lift up their voices. Met so many people, fascinating community leaders, and learned what the issues were at that time, and they haven't changed dramatically. Yes, there are some differences, but we still need better education, better job security, good jobs, and investing in new jobs like green jobs, and really working on all kinds of issues, family issues, healthcare, transportation issues. We have a whole series of things happening at the county right now. A new sheriff that will be elected, and new institutions that have to be reformatted.
And I want to talk about that, but if I may, you're Hilda from La Puente.
Right.
Hilda from La Puente
from
became the Secretary of Labor for the United States of America. You know, Mama Solis, as you call her, she's still with us.
Yes, she's 88 years old, and she's been an inspiration for me. She's my role model.
But how does Hilda from La Puente become Secretary of Labor?
You work hard, and you really work with other people, and really take opportunities and sacrifice a lot to do what you want to do. And it's about really gathering good information and being able to interact in different circles and being able to understand how processes work. So whether it's at the school board level, state assembly, or a Senate, or even in the Congress, it's about working those relationships and making sure you understand what the community back home wants. And that's really important.
And let's talk about your years in the Department of Labor before we turn to your run for Board of Supervisors. A solid 4 years, strong report card upon your departure. Talk to us about what you're most proud during your tenure as Secretary of Labor.
Well, you know, it's interesting. When I took the position, we were just at the start of the recession, the Great Recession. So we had lost about 8.5 million jobs. I can say now with good satisfaction that all the investments we made, workforce training, investments for unemployment insurance, getting new opportunities to retool our workforce in manufacturing and IT, in green renewable jobs, we were able to put back those jobs. There's about over 8.5 million jobs that have now come back. But they are different, and we know that we still have more work to do. That was, I think, one of the most important aspects of my role there, helping to safeguard workers, help to protect workers that lost their job, retool them, but also help those returning veterans that are coming back, especially the ones that may have been in 2 or 3 tours of service that didn't have, say, a workforce history, but needed to come home and support their families now. So it was addressing their issues, and they had many. And I thought that was really exciting to be able to do that. And also work with other businesses to see what their needs were, because it wasn't just about training people for anything, it was training people for what employers wanted. So it really gave me an opportunity to interact with a lot of businesses across the country.
21st century jobs.
Yes, absolutely.
As a result of term limits, the legendary Gloria Molina is not permitted to run for re-election to the Board of Supervisors. I think a lot of folks were a bit surprised when Secretary of Labor Hilda Solis decided to voluntarily leave the cabinet and come home and run for the Board of Supervisors.
Yes.
Talk to us about that process.
Well, I've always felt that my mission was to always come back. So even though I served in the Congress, you come back every weekend or so to visit the district and do your work for your constituents. So I never gave up that hope that I knew in my heart that I would always be back. And it was time for me. You know, I had lost my father, but wanted to put back the skills that I had obtained in the administration as well as in Washington, and everything collectively, and be able to help our community. And here you can see things done a lot quicker in a timely fashion, and not have to wait 5 years or 10 years to see a bill enacted or funding for a project that might take 20 years.
And what many folks may not realize is, if Los Angeles County were a state, it'd be larger than Michigan.
Right.
If one district within Los Angeles County were a state, it would be ranked in the 40s. I mean, you, presumably you're victorious, will represent over 2 million Angelenos.
Right.
That's a big district.
It is. It is.
Bigger than a congressional district.
Multiple
Right.
congressional districts,
Right.
and 2 million people to be approximate.
Right.
And it spans as far as Claremont, Pomona, all the way to downtown LA, to Atwater, to Los
Right.
Felix, and all the way down to the Southgate area, and includes the hub of the of the city itself.
Right. San Gabriel Valley as well.
Yeah, and San Gabriel Valley, of
Right,
course.
right,
Of course. Yes.
So, what are your goals as you look toward joining the Board of Supervisors? Exciting times, but
Yes,
scary times.
Yeah.
Realignment, prison realignment, a new sheriff,
Right.
Affordable Care Act rollout, Medicaid expansion, so many issues on your
Right.
plate.
Well, I think for my priorities are economic development and job creation. So again, it's job training, because we still have a large number of people that are unemployed or underemployed. So again, investing in those sectors, in those areas, whether they're healthcare, whether they're IT, manufacturing, or renewable energies, helping upstart and leveraging the county as well as other sectors of government to see how we can really fully train our workforce to be able to meet the demands of what the local businesses need, and attracting them, so making it easier to do business here, and then also protecting our families. And we have a big priority to help in the child protective area, and we've got to address that issue right away. And the county's starting to do that with their Blue Ribbon Commission recommendations, and I support that, and there'll have to be probably more emphasis placed there. The new sheriff, absolutely. We need to also bring in other partners. If folks on the beat, so to speak, are going to be out in our communities, we want to make people trust what the sheriffs do, and have more interaction as well. And for those people that are released from the jail system after having served their time, we need to reintegrate them and hook them up with some of our community-based organizations so they can get education, training, or get the appropriate health services that they need. And all those things are dynamic.
But I'm amazed at this breadth of the scope of how many folks you need to serve in LA County. I mean, 2 million people, so many diverse communities, and I don't just mean ethnically diverse, economically diverse.
Right.
You know,
and challenges will vary geographically, from Walnut to unincorporated East LA, from La Puente to, say, Los Felix, or you know, but the beauty of it is that we're going to be able to work, I hope, all together, that the board will work together and really look at LA County as a large region, and be able to look at sectors that we can help grow and work with each other. I'm looking forward to serving with you know, the current members, and in a few years there'll be an entirely new board. So that is a revolutionary.
I have heard that you are actively campaigning. You are out there.
Yes.
Despite your name ID, as we call it, you're out there. So my question is,
I take this job very seriously.
So my question is, what are you hearing from your constituents? What are they saying to you as you embark on this journey towards the Board of Supervisors?
Well, there are a lot of folks that have never had an opportunity to vote for me, so I'm trying to make myself available to go out to their communities, to speak at forums, and visiting with different service organizations and with leaders. On the other hand, there are people who do know me for my work, so they realize that, well, Hilda, we know you, so there's that sense that they can trust me, that they know that I'll be able to do the work and I'll work hard, and that I will have an open door policy.
Are they talking about the Affordable Care Act? Are they talking about prison realignment?
Yes, and people are talking also about what's going to happen with our young people. You know, are we going to get job training for them, better education? Are we going to have jobs for them? Are we going to have, that safety net system, implementation of the Affordable Care Act? And we have so many people. I'm glad to hear that more people are signing. They have signed up.
Over 8
and the
million
county
nationwide.
and the county has a big responsibility.
Okay.
So it has to be seamless. We've got to make it all work together.
Her name is Hilda Solis. She is running for the Board of Supervisors in Los Angeles County. That election will be held in June 2014. My name is Brad Pomerance. This is Charter California Edition.